What's the best lead magnet for a coaching and consulting business? The answer may surprise you, and that's why you're going to want to stay tuned and watch this video as I reveal which type of lead magnet you should use for your coaching or consulting business. Hi, I'm Jessica Yarbrough, top business strategist for coaches and consultants who want to sell high-ticket programs and scale to the high 6 or even 7 figures. And part of what I help my clients do is effectively market themselves and their services so they can sell those high-ticket packages. And if you're going to scale a 7-figure coaching or consulting business, you're going to need to build out your lead generation machine. And part of that entails having people come into the top of your funnel, opt into your email list, and take the next step towards working with you. And a great way to do this is by having a lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business. But which lead magnet should you have? There are so many different types out there. So which one is the best lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business? Let's dive in and find out. First of all, what exactly is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is a piece of value that you're going to provide a person that chooses to opt in exchange for them giving you their email address. Lead magnets help to create trust and credibility. And they also help you to grow your subscriber list. And there is money in having an email list. You now have a way to continue to market to potential clients and encourage them to take the next step, whether that's buying a program or a course or whatever it may be. There are many different types of lead magnets out there. In terms of what is the best lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business, the answer is it really depends. Choosing the best lead magnet depends on your coaching niche, your ideal client or target market, even what you're selling on the back end of your lead magnet. So today I want to cover what are some of the best lead magnets and how to choose the best one for your coaching or consulting business. First, the best lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business is a case study. Personally, this is my favorite type of lead magnet, especially for the ultra high ticket coaching or consulting services space. This lead magnet really translates well in the B2B space, i.e. selling coaches or consulting services to other businesses. And whether you're targeting small businesses to mid-size, all the way up to large corporations, case studies are phenomenal lead magnets to bring people onto your list, educate them on your services, and of course, showcase your client results. As you may already know, I actively market my services on LinkedIn, and case studies convert very well on the LinkedIn platform. So if you're someone that has gotten your clients big results and you're curious, what's one of the best lead magnets you can use to position your coaching or consulting services? Try your hand at writing an in-depth case study. And if you haven't already downloaded my 7-figure case study on how we took a client from stuck in the low 6 figures to scaling and having back-to-back 7-figure years, I highly recommend you download your free copy. The link is pinned in the comments below. Next, the second best type of lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business is a white paper. If you're curious what exactly a white paper is a persuasive, authoritative, in-depth report on a specific topic. It presents a problem and provides a solution. Again, this is perfect if you are marketing in the B2B space. If you're curious what kind of white paper you might create to be a lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business, consider the biggest problem that your clients are facing and write a report on that. This should show that you understand their problem and gives you a chance to present your solution, aka what you help your clients do. White papers convert very well on LinkedIn and work well in the B2B space. So sometimes white papers can be more formal, but you can also create something similar like an ebook that is more conversational. Again, white papers or ebooks are great for followers that enjoy reading over, say, watching a webinar. The third best type of lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business is a webinar. I listed this one as third best because webinars will work for some markets and not for others. Webinars can certainly work across different coaching niches such as business coaches or health coaches, career coaches, or even life coaches, but it may not work across all markets. For example, a webinar around landing your dream job after college might translate well for a career coach, but not for a higher level executive looking for a promotion. A webinar might work well for a business coach targeting health coaches to help them grow their business, but not for, say, targeting a business coach that markets to CEOs of Fortune 100 companies. Again, it depends on your market. The important thing to remember if you're considering using a webinar as the best lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business is if your clients are actually going to watch the webinar. Because the busier a client is, the more successful they are, the higher level position they hold in a company, the less time they have to sit through a webinar. They typically value time more than money because they have plenty of money or budget, but not a lot of time. On the flip side of that, if you're targeting clients who don't have a lot of money, but they have a lot of free time on their side, they're the ones that are going to be more likely to sit through your webinar. Again, this is why it's so important to have your ideal client in mind and also understanding what is the price tag for your services. Because if you're trying to sell a course and you're targeting a lower ticket client, then yes, a webinar might translate well. But again, if you're going after a sophisticated buyer and trying to sell a high 5 or 6 figure program, the likelihood of a webinar being the best lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business is much lower. Some people find that running shorter webinars will actually work for a higher level market. So do your research and make sure it's the right fit. The fourth best lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business is to create some kind of assessment. People love to analyze themselves. So if you build an assessment that allows the user to answer a series of questions and then spits out a report that gives them insight, this lead magnet can be a great option. It could be an assessment on anything from personality to leadership traits to sales to career to health and more. Assessments can take a bit longer to build out because you have to create the rules and quantify each of their answers to generate the assessment results, but they can be powerful lead magnets for your coaching or consulting business. Some coaches and consultants choose to become certified partners for these pre-built assessment tools and can actually use these assessments as lead magnets for their coaching or consulting business. Those are the 4 best lead magnets that you can use for your coaching or consulting business. Now, when it comes to choosing which lead magnet, there's a couple of things to consider. I already mentioned you need to look at your ideal client and which type of information they would prefer to consume. You also need to consider what you're selling on the back end, and if that's a course or pushing people to book a call with you. Also keep in mind that whatever you do end up creating, it should be high quality, both in terms of the look and feel and the value you provide. This is, after all, their first impression of you. So you want to make sure that if they're giving up their email address, you're providing value. Otherwise, they're just going to easily click away and hit unsubscribe. Do you have a lead magnet for your coaching or consulting business? What do you find converts the best in terms of number of signups, attracting high quality people to your list, and of course then converting them into actual paying clients? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you know when each of my new videos drops. Until next time.